Oi, this is the Profanity Gnome, and I'm here to tell you that if you're under 13 years old, fuck off this video! Get the fuck off YouTube! Get your mama to get your dad's cock out of her ears and actually be a parent! This is for adults only! And for everybody else, enjoy the video. And don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below what you think, you fuck buckets. To stand out among the crowd, even if I gotta shout out loud, till mine is the only face that you see. Gonna stand out till you notice me. So, should we be concerned about this at all? What, that Discord literally kidnapped half of our friends? Yeah. I mean, on one hand, it's Discord, but on the other hand, it's Discord. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it. Since I finally get some time off, I'm gonna take a nap.
We've come to welcome you to the Disney family.
Eh? Huh?
Welcome.
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 I think my eyes aren't working because I clearly see Aladdin, the Beast, and Mulan standing in our driveway. No, that's them. Although they look a little off. What the heck's going on with their eyes? And that creepy smile. And why are they even here in Ducktales to begin with? None of this makes sense. Whatever's going on, there's clearly a there's no war in Ba Sing Se vibe about them. You can especially see it in Mulan. Ooh, I think you just did a racist. I don't care.
Lord Dickney
Has welcomed you.
into the Disney family. One of us.
Yeah, hard pass. Look, we've already told you guys no before.
You clearly didn't
Understand.
just what kind of opportunity you were giving up.
Uh-oh. Not understanding? Are you calling us dumb? Oh, they opened up the dead man's chest with this one. If you want to talk about not understanding, you should point a finger at your own movies. This is gonna be a while. So, this is Jaws, with a money sign on the end for the S. The episode begins at McDuck Manor, where the side characters are just sitting around waiting for the main characters to come back. Is that what they do? Is that how it worked? Anyway, Scrooge and the boys return with whole piles of money going straight to the money bin. When Mrs. Beakley informs Scrooge that his adventures has caused some concern with the city. Scrooge tries to fight this nonsense since his adventures helped the city prosper, but in order to save a bit of face, he must face his greatest enemy yet, CNN. Well, Webby returns to her Lena, super excited because they're having a sleepover tonight and she's always wanted one. But it's clear that Lena has ulterior motives, as she hides a ruby amongst the rest of the treasure, which proceeds to get dumped into the money bin, and some freaky stuff starts happening. But enough about that, it's time for the sleepover. Webby is super excited because she's never had a sleepover with Lena before. And Webby's youthful, energetic optimism is only matched by Lena's cool, chill, laid-back personality. That is, until the shadow comes around. And she reveals their evil plan. That they want to get Scrooge's #1 dime for some reason. Why? What significance does such a dime hold? Who knows? But she needs it in order to complete her master plan. And Lena just sent the bait to get the freaking dime for themselves. And thus, now they just have to buy time and wait. So Lena hangs out with Webby, who reveals that Scrooge hates everything magic. Nothing magical in his house. So, obviously, she has a huge collection of magical items, just hidden away from Scrooge's eyes. She wants to practice some magic, but Lena is against this. Mainly reason, she doesn't want her magic to get triggered by accident. So, during this, we cut to Scrooge practicing for his interview with CNN and how to handle the tough questions, like the really racist ones. Yes, confusing Irish for Scottish is genuinely racist. Don't do that.
But while this is going on, the boys decide to practice their money diving skills and are going diving into the money bin just like their Uncle Scrooge. But as Dewey prepares and jumps for the plummet, he immediately gets eaten by a giant golden shark made of gold. The other two react accordingly.
Why did they bring me on this invention to begin with? It's dark and scary. I'm tech support. I'm not supposed to be on the field. I hate the snow. I hate the dark. I hate being alone. Where is everybody? Oh! Oh, I think I broke my gemstone? Oh, cool. Whoa! This looks like a map that'll lead straight to Satan's treasure!
We cut to Lena and Webby doing Truth or Dare when the boys come in and explain what happened. The Webby wants to immediately alert Scrooge to their situation, but Lena and the boys say no, because alerting Scrooge would get them in trouble, right? So that's up to them, Friendship Bracelet Squad. But they do employ the usage of Launchpad. Does he just live in the mansion, or did he run here in his PJs? Either wouldn't surprise me. So they try to handle it themselves by stealing Donald's boat and leaving him in a floaty. And they dump the boat into the money bin to do their best interpretation of Jaws. And while the others are preparing to sacrifice anything in order to save their brother, Lena goes downstairs and gets interrogated by her Aunt Magica, claiming she's going soft because now she's helping the little kids defeat her evil money-eating shark, which is apparently a good friend of hers. Lena assures her that she's still on board with the mission 100%, but I don't think Magica is quite convinced. But enough about that, time to fight a money shark. After luring in some bait, they manage to get a hold of it on the line, but the shark is too strong, and it flings Huey and Louie right into the jaws of the shark, leaving just Webby, Lena, and Launchpad. But while all that's going down, Scrooge is suffering through his interview with CNN, and they are completely and blatantly racist towards Scottish. But then again, CNN is racist towards everyone, so I don't think it matters. And even after that complete dumpster fire of a sequel trilogy that was Star Wars, they haven't even learned their lesson, and are doing it now to Marvel. I mean, who asked for 5 Captain Marvels in the same movie? Who asked for Wanda to not suffer any consequences for holding a town hostage? Who wants critical race theory in fucking Falcon and the Winter Soldier? That is what I call complete and utter obliviousness to what your audience wants. I mean, hell, even you three are perfect examples of why Disney has no idea what they're doing anymore. Beast, you had absolutely no chemistry with that person you call Belle. Let me tell you, Emma Watson is not Belle. Aladdin, did every single actor in your movie just graduate from acting college and just happen to get a role? I mean, when Will Smith is the best actor in the movie, there's a problem, 'cause that's not a compliment. And Mulan, oh good God, Mulan, you are just every other cookie cutter female character that has appeared in movies and TV in the last decade. Just this super hyper-powered Mary Sue that nobody likes. It's clear that whatever is happening in the Disney bubble is depriving your brain cells of oxygen if you think that we're gonna let our brand get anywhere near the type of complete obliviousness to the fans that you all are suffering from. But as part of the Disney family, you can just be above criticism to do what you want. And what's wrong with criticism?
Good constructive criticism is the foundations of improvement. You can't improve upon yourselves if you don't accept the criticism. Sure, you can't have all the criticism. I mean, after all, there is such a thing as toxic criticism, where it's just blatantly just throwing insult your way. But constructive criticism is what improves your craft, not belittles it. And honestly, if you people are anything to go by, then I think we made the right choice in being a single party.
Did you just say,
you people?
Oh, I think you just did the racist this time. Well, with no other options available to them at the time, Webby begins to research magical solutions against this obvious magical problem, while Launchpad proceeds to go full-on Moby Dick on this shark and tries to ram the shark with the boat, but the shark has grown so big now that it swallows the ship whole, leaving Lena and Webby to their own devices. And after cutting back to Scrooge McDuck giving CNN a lecture on the rich history of Scottish and why it's not the same thing as Irish, they pull, well, CNN by bringing in biased opposition to Scrooge's claims, and it just keeps going downhill. So we cut back to Lena and Webby, as Webby is continuously trying to promote using a magical solution, thinking that she could pull it off, as long as they work together. Lena is still hyper against this, but Webby doesn't take her feelings into consideration, causing a chant that activates Lena's dormant magical powers. Apparently, Webby does have some magical abilities through Lena, thanks to their friendship bracelets, but Lena cuts her off, telling her there has to be another way. But their options are running short as the money shark escaped. And Scrooge finds his worst nightmare ever to be conceived. No, not a giant money shark made out of his own money terrorizing the town, but the fact that it's leaking gold, distributing his wealth to the masses. Yep, there it is. The biggest fear of any billionaire, actual trickle-down economics. How dare you insult us when we offered you a great offer? Now, I'm sure we can still talk about this like reasonable people. You come onto our territory, won't take no for an answer, and then get violent when we still strictly tell you no? I'm the butler. I take out the trash. Oh, so no awesome fight scene between us versus the Disney characters? Nah, I think our animator is still tired from the last fight. So Lena and Webby watch in horror as the money shark is terrorizing the city, and the citizens don't particularly mind because they're getting rich. Webby and Lena still argue about whether or not magical solution is the best solution when Scrooge shows up. Lena realizing that Scrooge is in danger because the lucky dime is safely secured around Scrooge's neck, and that shark wants it. So it somehow is able to magically pull the dime off of Scrooge's neck and right into his jaws. Devastated, Scrooge unleashes Scotsman Rage and charges the beast via Jack Sparrow style, causing him to be eaten. And, well, Webby isn't going to let that slide. She starts taking on the beast herself, but it's shown that the dime is still caught in the beast's jaws. Magica and Lena try to go for the dime, but Webby pushes Lena out of the way, causing her to get eaten herself. Only for minutes later, Lena to be eaten. But thankfully, a cartoonishly large dime saves Lena, but Webby isn't so lucky. So now Lena has to make a choice: save Webby or get the dime. Obviously, she chooses Webby, which causes her magic to go completely out of control and destroys the money shark. And all is saved. Well, kind of. Scrooge tries to gain as much of his fortune back into the tower as possible, but CNN puts him on the spot, which forces him to stand by as literal criminals steal his wealth. Much to his horror. But he got his lucky dime back, so all's good, right? Well, mostly. Aunt Magica and Lena then proceed to have a bit of an argument. Lena isn't willing to risk her own life or her friend's life just because Aunt Magica wants her hands on the dime. Magica blows her off and tells her the only way Lena is going to get what she wants is if she helps her get the dime. Lena is now at the crossroads. Does she choose love, family, or does she choose magic and power? Future is grim for our dear ducky Lena. And that was Jaws with a money sign for an S. It was decent. I mean, I'm not going to say it's grand scale, but at least it's better than most average cartoon shows, so even by that scale, it's still better than most, but by Ducktales standards, it was pretty average. It's fun watching Scrooge squirm whenever he's trying to save face and not reveal his true identity to CNN, but still push him to the brink. It's fun seeing the Jaws references and the unique scenario of being attacked by literal Scrooge's wealth against the family. It's nice seeing Lena seem to be converting into less saboteur villain and more into a genuine friend to Webby, watching their bond grow while still trying to keep the secret. I would say this is less of a fun episode and more of an important episode. An important episode for Lena's development for the future events, as well as the building of the future relationship between Scrooge's family and Lena, as well as establishing the possible return of the great Magica Dispel. But the future is uncertain of what Lena's choice is actually going to be. So until then, we're the Cartoon Gentlemen. We organized your chaos. See you next time. Also, don't be racist. Oh, this is the chaos I've been missing! The action, the humor, the drama, all the little things that make a story worthwhile. This is what I've been missing. Oh, this was the best day I've had in a long time. Oh, now to see what else I can do to stir the pot. I guess they're behind me.
Yeah, this is not My Little Pony. We don't do the whole friendship solves all problems spiel. If someone deserves to be punched, they're getting punched. Whoa! Why am I still on this mountain?
Alan, we found you! Yay!
Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, Alan, but until we find the secret treasure here, then we're not leaving. But I already found it! Look on my phone! Oh, well in that case... It appears to be a map. If we take it back, we can decipher it, and then we can truly find where the sword lies. You left me out of the story again!
Meow meow? Yeah, I know, but it's kind of our adventure now. It just feels weird having just this random outsider just, muscle in on our turf. Also, he's Scrooge McDuck. He has adventures all the time.
Can we go home now? Yeah, let's go home.
To stand out among the crowd,
Even if I gotta shout out loud, till mine is the only face that you see. Gonna stand out
till you notice me.